Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is an exciting video. I will be finally sharing with you guys everything I got at the Black Friday sales. So I've waited quite a long time for everything to come in. Today was the last order that came in. It's been a few weeks, but I have some mishaps happen with a package. So today I got my last item and I wanted to share it with you guys. Let me start with indie brands because let's do that. So I was actually not meaning to buy this, but on the group on Facebook that I'm part of, which is called Fira from Fira on YouTube, there's a girl, Marina. She also has a YouTube channel actually. I'll link it down below. She was wearing this gorgeous metallic deep red liquid lipstick, and I've seen her wear it multiple times, so I decided it was time for me to pick it up as well. There was a 30% off sale at Black Moon Cosmetics, and I decided to pick up the shade Armageddon. It is so gorgeous. First of all, packaging of their stuff is amazing. The box was also really cute, but I had to throw it away because I have too many boxes. And the packaging of the lipstick is also beautiful with the logo. There's a little relief here with the moon. It's beautiful. The shade is really a deep red, slightly on the violet tone with the shift, but very, very beautiful. I've only worn it in house because I didn't have the occasion yet to go out and rock a metallic lip, but this is absolutely gorgeous. I am so happy I picked it up, and with 30% off was definitely more in my, let's say, budget. These I think are $18 or $20 each without discount, so yeah, it was amazing. And all I hear about the formula of these is really good, so I decided to try the brand out. Another indie brand that I've been meaning to try for quite a while is Give Me Glow Cosmetics, and they have liquid lipsticks, pressed powders, eyeshadows and highlighters, I believe, and I wanted really weird shades. I've been still obsessed since fall for a mustard yellow and an olive green liquid lipstick, so that's the two that I picked up in the sale. This one on the bottom is Whiskey and Honey, and I actually wore this at work. They're quite drying formula of liquid lipsticks. I wouldn't wear them for the 12 hours. It was really uncomfortable after, I would say, already 2 or 3. So the formula is not my favorite, and this dried into a completely different shade than in the tube. So it became much more wearable, I would say, but less of a mustardy, yellowy based brown. So that was a little bit disappointing. The other shade I picked up is Haunted Forest, and this is an olive green straight up. I have yet to wear this on my lips. The thing is, with both of them, they came with different applicators. This green one came with a classic doe foot with a little bit of a slanted tip, and it's very stiff. Whereas this other one, which I believe is actually a reformulated shade, comes with a much nicer flat applicator that is much more like the NYX Lingerie or the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipsticks, which I prefer much better because it's slightly bendy and you can actually work on your lips better and it picks up more product. So overall, this is really just first impressions. Good for the price because I think that they're $13 in full price and I bought them for 50% off. So definitely good for the price, but so far not my favorite formula. I will try them on more, of course, and get back to you guys, but for now, so-and-so, I would say. Then I placed an order on Inglot's website. They had quite a big sale. I think it was 20% off all eyeshadows. And Inglot is available also in Europe, but I did some calculations, and price-wise, with the discount in Europe or here, it was actually much more convenient to buy them here. So I picked up 10 eyeshadows from Inglot. These three and these three are from last year's fall collection, which I've been wanting for a very, very long time, and I said, let's bite the bullet. Then of course, to get to free shipping, I needed to get more. So I get a purple, a green, and a teal blue, just because I like the shades and I like having weird matte shades to make fun looks. I wanted to try a metallic from them because my experience in the past with metallic eyeshadows from Inglot was actually quite disappointing, in the sense that they were really not that foiled or pigmented, whereas this one here actually is doing quite well. It's quite nice and pigmented. So overall, I am wearing these on my eyes today. I will insert now a picture of me doing my makeup today. The quality so far is very good. Dark shades are a bit more difficult to use, in the sense that they're pretty similar to the Subculture formula from the point of view of pigmentation. They're not that powdery, and there's not even a fraction of the kick up that palette has, but they tend to go on a bit patchy or not blend out as easily. That I had only with these two dark shades, but I still need to test them more, of course. I also got this little tool, which is a tool to remove, it's a magnet to remove these shadows from the Inglot palettes. I still didn't buy the Inglot palette itself because I have so many of these empty ones, but I thought this would be a useful tool to get eyeshadows out of my Makeup Forever palettes that you might have seen in my eyeshadow declutter. However, I tried it and it actually broke my eyeshadows, in the sense that it dug into them. So not a fan, but it's a useful tool for when I actually put them in their own palette. Together with this, actually, I got 2 free things. So this was my main order, and then they sent me, together with the eyeshadows, a little refill of a lipstick. I must say, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, because it's a bright fuchsia. I didn't even open it. I don't know. I'm gonna pass it along. I don't know what to do with it. And a nail polish, which is actually quite pretty. Let me open it. It's a shimmery metallic copper orange. Definitely a shade that I would wear. And that's also been pretty much the theme of this haul, is the amount of nail polish that I managed to buy. And that was my order from Inglot. I'm very happy with the eyeshadows, I have to say. I love my eye look today. I love, love, love it. Then from House of Lashes, I did an order with my friend Julia from the channel Glitters for Breakfast, and I picked up backups of my favorite lashes. I mentioned these in some favorites recently, I think this month's favorite or last month's favorites. These are the House of Lashes Wispy Minis. They are so light and you can't feel them on your eyes at all. They are really wispy, they don't look fake, they are shaped in a cat eye shape that really helps my eye look a little bit more open and bigger. So I love these, and since I'm leaving the US soon and shipping starts to be very expensive then outside of the US, I decided to pick up 2 backups and be good for a while when it comes to lashes. During the Cyber Monday sales, KL Polish restocked, finally, some of their most wanted shades. They also had some discounted bundles, and I decided to pick up a few shades that I was interested in. First of all, the nail polish I was waiting for was Caramello, and this is a beautiful, beautiful mustardy pumpkin yellow. It's a beautiful shade. I wish I had it at the beginning of the fall, but it was sold out for so long. This was part of their original release fall collection from last year. It was sold out for so long. I'm so happy I managed to pick it up. Then the other one that I really wanted was Taurus, and this is from the Lips and Tips collection that is in collaborations, let's say, with Colourpop, and matches Kathleen Light's lipsticks with Colourpop. So I also have the lippy sticks in Taurus right here. I saved the cheesecake. It's perfection. Anyways, moving on. You might have seen me with these two on my Instagram account. I love the coupling, I love the shades. It's a very warm toned brown, both of them. Actually, probably quite similar to what I'm wearing right now. Beautiful polished shade. And then the other 3 shades I picked up are Brick Sidewalk, which is this beautiful brick shade, I would say. It's somewhere in between an orange, a red, and a brown, and a little bit of pink maybe. It's a beautiful shade. And then two nudes, which are Wishbone and Snickerdoodle. Wishbone was part of a trio and it pretty much came for free, so I decided to pick it up. And Snickerdoodle is a warm toned nude that I've been looking for a long time. Beautiful shades. Again, you're probably seeing swatches of these on my Instagram account, and I'm becoming obsessed with nail polish. You might have seen from videos coming up, but yeah, it happens. Then I went over to Beauty Bay a few days before Thanksgiving actually, because they started their 30% off early, and luckily I managed to order before the website crashed. I know for days they couldn't actually open, and over the weekend it was closed and it reopened only on Cyber Monday. I was lucky enough that I went before all of this closed and I picked up a few things. From Makeup Geek, I picked up the bronzer. I've been meaning to get one of these since the launch, but I found that $22 was a bit much for a bronzer from Makeup Geek. So I picked it up with 30% off. It's in the beautiful packaging full of fingerprints that also their highlighters have, and I bought the medium shade. It's what I'm wearing today together with my usual Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder, and it's a beautiful, beautiful bronzer. I like this shade. The formula is quite soft, so I've experienced a bit of kick up, but maybe that could have been my brush that was a bit pokey, because the first time I used a dual fiber brush. This is less satiny and glowy than I expected it to be. It is actually a very beautiful finish. Very happy to pick that one up. Then also from Makeup Geek, I picked up a replacement for my Grandstand foiled eyeshadow. Mine crashed, burned, spilled everywhere in my makeup bag when I went to DC at the end of, I don't know, July, I think. So I needed a backup. These are usually $10 for 6 something. I was very happy to pick it up. Yeah, and that is Grandstand. And then I picked up two Sugar Pill eyeshadows, Poison Plum and Flame Point. These are two that I was missing in my collection. I have the yellow Butter Cupcake and I have the red Love Plus. These were the two in the collection I wanted. I wanted to pick up the white one as well, Taco, but it was sold out already. So those two. Surprisingly enough, in my Beauty Bay packet, I found samples. Crazy things. Beauty Bay never gave samples before, and I haven't ordered in over a year since I'm here. But these are two Alpha H liquid gold with glycolic acid single-use facial pads. Very happy about these. I love them, especially when I travel. You can usually get more than one use out of these. You do one side with one, then the next you put it back in the bag, and then the next day you can do the other side. Very happy about these. And the next purchase was totally unexpected because I already got my Makeup Geek stuff. But then Makeup Geek has a 30% off sale on their website. And they released in single shadow, ooh, look at the holo. Sorry, in single pan, the shade Insomnia, which was inside the Makeup Geek and Manny MUA palette. This is a dupe of MAC Blue Brown, and it's in a press form, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Let me show you a swatch, because honestly, it's one of the most beautiful things I've seen in quite a while. Look at it. Oh, so beautiful, and their formula is always fantastic, so I couldn't not pick this one up. It was my only purchase from them, but since I live in Michigan, shipping is only $2 and it is literally the next day. It's wonderful. I live an hour, I think, from their warehouse. Another purchase that I wasn't expecting to do and I wasn't intending to do is this set from Hyalamide, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a Decium company, just like The Ordinary. This is the step up from The Ordinary, where The Ordinary is the most basic and cheapest brand they hold. This is a step up. Then I think on top of that there's Niode and then more. But this was a 3-piece full-size set with a value of $67 and I paid $23. I thought it was a great deal, and it's all targeted towards oily and skin with problems with pores. So in here there is a pore flush, pore minimizing essence, I guess. I think this is just a spray bottle, so you just spray it on your skin. I'm curious. I didn't even have any of these products on my radar, I have to say. I was just surprised when I looked at the sets. And then there is a pore control serum, and then the Matte 12, which is a matte and pore-free finish moisturizer. So kind of probably a mixture between a moisturizer and a primer. I'm curious to try them. I'm always up for finding new products that help with my oily skin, because today I went to work without makeup this morning, and it was casual Friday. I didn't feel like doing my makeup this morning, and my skin, even with just my moisturizer and no makeup, got really oily early in the day. It's just the way it is. I try to take as good care as possible of it, but I need something that regulates my sebum production. I've been recording this video for so long that the light disappeared. The sunset is here. Beautiful shades, like my eyeshadow. Anyways, moving on. For Cyber Monday, Ulta had a great deal. It was a $10 off 60 plus 40% off NYX. So I picked up a few things, and let's start with something fun that I don't know if I'll ever do. But I bought a sachet of the Lime Crime Unicorn Hair in Sea Witch. It's not as green as it shows up on camera. Well, it's a dark teal. I have no idea whether it's gonna show up on my hair. I have level 5 red dyed hair, so we will see. But I thought it was exciting. It was like $1.50. It actually helped me reach the limit for the $10 off a 50, actually, I think. So I'm gonna try this one out. I'll let you know if it ever works. Maybe I can take it on camera. Then the lipstick I'm wearing today, and the reason for this package to take so long, is this Maybelline Superstay liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade Fighter. It's one of the new shades that just came out, and I couldn't resist this color nude. I'm a sucker for brown nudes. If you've seen my last video, which was the lipstick declutter, you may think I have many of these shades, but I swear I don't, and I needed this. I needed this. Jokes aside, this formula has had a lot of buzz because apparently it's super, super long lasting, and I've had it now on for, I believe, an hour and a half, and it definitely feels comfortable. It's been looking fine so far. I haven't eaten or done anything, just chat a lot. So this one, however, was not in my original package when it arrived, so I had to call customer service the day it arrived and have them ship this one out, which they had absolutely no issue with, which was wonderful, and it arrived today. So this was a culprit for the late haul, but I'll probably do a wear test on this because I want to see by myself and document how this wears throughout the day. So you're gonna see that. Then I picked up my all-time favorite pore strips. These are from the brand Formula 10.0.6. I used to pick them up in Kruidvat in the Netherlands. Then they discontinued that brand there, and I never used other nose strips because every time I tried the Sephora ones, I tried the Nivea ones, they would always irritate my skin so much and actually not do much. These were always my favorites, and I have them used in years. So when they were on discount, this one as well, I think 40% off during Cyber Monday, I decided to pick a package up and yeah, have my pore strips again. Then NYX was in discount, so I picked up their glitter glue, which I hear is really good. I don't want to buy the Too Faced one because it's too expensive and for glitter glue. So I am going to try the NYX glitter glue, and then I picked up 2 of the NYX faux blacks. These are pencil liners. I actually picked up a backup of burnt sienna because this is how my burnt sienna looks like, and in the Netherlands NYX is more expensive, never on sale, and much harder to find. I think in my city we don't have a physical store for it. So yeah, I decided to pick up a backup of that and an extra shade. This is in the shade Onyx, which brings my collection up to 4 different shades. I have burnt sienna, onyx, olive, black olive, and oxblood. It's all falling down. But These are my favorite pencils, so I am very happy to have backup of a favorite and one more shade. So yeah, this kind of is more of a backup type of haul. But another backup, this is the e.l.f. lip exfoliator. This is my favorite lip exfoliator of all time. I was actually planning on doing a video on it because I have 3, 4, maybe 4 or 5 at home, different brands, different formats, and overall this is still my favorite. Spoiler alert, I guess, but I wanted a backup because again, e.l.f. is harder to find in Europe than here. And then another backup is of my CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream. I picked up a shade lighter than the one I have because that one's my summer shade, and I wore it recently and I was like, whoa, not that tan right now. So I picked up a shade lighter, so I have both, and CoverGirl I can actually not get at all in Europe, so I picked up more. I don't know. All of this decluttering just to buy new things. I heard your comments on my stories. I saw them. I saw them. Simona, I saw them. Anyways, I think that was all for Ulta. Then let's sneak in a few things that are not exactly Black Friday, but I picked up recently. I made an order at Sephora for their Beauty Insider event. At the end of the year, they send you a discount card voucher, and for VIPs, it was $20 off a $50 purchase. That's almost 50% off. I can't really pass on that, even though I had a hard time finding what I actually needed from Sephora. But of course I found things that I wanted to try. First things first, Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick set. These are minis, but they are 2.3 grams of product, and a full size has 3.2 grams of product. I checked just before filming this. So it's 2/3 of the amount that is in a full size, and I don't think I will ever finish a full size liquid lipstick because I have so many. And these shades are so beautiful. I wore already Bittersweet. I posted on Instagram and I got so many compliments that is like my color, and I think it is. I love it. And I swatched the other shades on my arm so far and they're absolutely beautiful. I like the formula. It's on the drier side, but not as bad as Give Me Glow, for example. So I picked up these, was on my list for a long time. I just never knew I would actually pull the trigger on it. Then from Nails Inc., and here I totally blame, again, Nicole from Young Wild Polish. I am too hooked on her Snapchat, and then I want to buy things she recommends there. So this is the Nails Inc. Sparkle Like a Unicorn nail polish duo, and they're beautiful. This one here is a shifting glitter polish that goes from pink to copper to purple, and this is a real unicorn polish that shifts from lavender to purple to blue. This is a bit like Tonic by Urban Decay. Beautiful. I have yet to try them because I'm a bit into glitter festive nails, and I actually recommend you to check out my favorite holiday nail polish video. Shameless plug. But yeah, so picked these up. Very curious to try them. They look actually much more summer shades for me, but I really love the look of them. Then this was like only $10, I think. This is a Super Goop Play Antioxidant Infused Sunscreen Mist with Vitamin C. Broad Spectrum SPF 50. Water resistance for 80 minutes. So I wanted to try a SPF spray. I am a bit bad in winter at wearing SPF, which is horrible, I know, but I feel like it's too heavy and I'm never outside of the office in daylight. So this I think I'm gonna pull out again in the summer, because then is where I want to actually refresh my SPF during the day. But it was so cheap. Definitely worth picking up. And I think that was it for Sephora. I took a sneaky trip to TJ Maxx yesterday, literally yesterday, and I found Kat Von D things. One is the Shade and Light contour brush. So Kat Von D has been discontinuing a lot of their stuff, and they have been popping up at Marshalls and TJ Maxx, and I have been so good at resisting, you don't understand. When I go in there and I see the Shade and Light Contour palette for $20 instead of $50 that it was originally, and that's in the old packaging that is not interchangeable. Then I see the Shade and Light eyeshadow quads. There was the Rust one, which is beautiful for every day. There was the Plum. Luckily there was not the Sage, because that one has these greens that I am so attracted to. But I resisted it, and I just gave in when I saw the brush, because I love the packaging. I can't open it. I can't open it. There we go. It's in a beautiful coffin-like shape. It is a bit cheap feeling, actually, the packaging, but then again, it's just packaging of a brush. And then the brush is dual-ended. This is the shade side, and it's an angled brush for contour. It's actually very fluffy. I used it the other day and today again, and it picks up a lot of product. So disclaimer there, so just be careful, because I went a bit ham on my contour today. And the other side is for highlight, but I actually see it better for setting under the eye, so like a matte highlight, rather than highlighting the cheekbones. I did this cheekbone highlight today with it, and it was just too big. So you see I blind, but I need to figure out how to use this brush for things I like, because I see this also very well as a blush brush rather than a contour, where I like something a bit stiffer. I don't know, I still need to figure it out, but a super soft, beautiful quality brush. And then from the studded lipstick line, these have been on sale at Sephora and the Kat Von D website for a long time, and they are $12 there. Great value for a $20 lipstick. But at TJ Maxx, I found it at $6.99. Definitely a great deal, and there's always crazy super light or super neon shades, nothing that I'm ever interested in. This time I found Lolita, and I never gave in to Lolita because I thought, well, it's too gray. But this is perfect. I wore it the other day, and it's like the perfect lipstick. It's super easy. I like how pointed it is, and it's a beautiful everyday shade. It's not very matte, and it doesn't last a long time, at least the first few times I wore it, but still, I think it's a very beautiful lipstick and absolutely worth the $7 I paid for it. I don't think I would pay $20 for it though. Nah, I prefer my unicorn lipsticks from Line Crime from that point of view. But guys, I think we reached the end of my haul. Now don't laugh at me. I've been decluttering. I've been making space to buy new things, and I have this incredible fear of missing out, like FOMO feeling that I'm gonna leave the US and I'm not gonna be able to buy makeup as inexpensive and good quality as it is here, because the Netherlands sucks from that point of view. So I went a bit ham, and Black Friday is always a thing. Last year I also did ridiculous purchases, and I loved every single moment of it. That said, I have a few more orders coming in. It's my last 10 days in the US, and Colourpop and Kathleen Lights collection is on the way to me, as well as the KL Polish new winter collection. Please don't judge me. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't judge me, please. And let me know what you're excited about and what you picked up at Black Friday and you think that I missed out of, just for more FOMO for next year. Something to add to my list next year. Stay tuned on the channel, because I have a lot of content that I'm pre-recording. I did a final look at my collection after the declutter. I did some nice makeup look for the holidays and more little things just to keep the channel alive while I move. I look for houses, I visit my family in Italy, but there's gonna be videos all through the holidays, I promise. And yeah, subscribe. What is this? Subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!